Welcome back to USA Coin, your go-to channel for all things coin collecting. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic and beloved coins in US history, the Lincoln Wheat Penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you won't want to miss this. Let's count down the top 5 Lincoln Wheat Pennies you need to know about. First up, the 1935 bad condition wheat penny may not appear impressive at first glance, especially when heavily worn or damaged. But looks can be deceiving. Minted during the throes of the Great Depression, this coin represents a challenging period in American history. With a mintage of over 245 million at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1935 wheat penny was a common coin in its time. The obverse features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1935. The reverse boasts the classic wheat ears design, flanking the denomination and the motto, E pluribus unum. Even in poor condition, this penny holds significant historical value. It circulated widely in an era when every cent was precious, serving as a reminder of the resilience and resourcefulness of Americans during hard times. Coins in bad condition often have stories to tell, as they have traveled through countless hands, witnessing everyday life during one of the most challenging periods in U.S. history. For collectors, even heavily worn 1935 wheat pennies serve as tangible links to the past. They're a reminder of a time when people relied on every penny, whether to buy a loaf of bread or save for the future. One aspect to consider with the 1935 wheat penny is its availability. Being minted in large quantities, this coin is relatively common. However, the condition significantly impacts its value. A 1935 wheat penny in poor condition might only be worth its face value or slightly more to a casual collector. However, to history enthusiasts or those who appreciate coins for their narratives, even a heavily worn piece can hold sentimental or educational value. Many collectors cherish such coins as part of a broader effort to document American history through currency. The 1935 wheat penny is also a great entry point for beginners in the coin collecting hobby. Its affordability and historical significance make it an excellent teaching tool for new collectors who want to learn about grading, minting, and the historical context of coins. For instance, examining the wear patterns on a 1935 wheat penny can provide insights into how coins deteriorate over time, especially when subjected to heavy circulation. Collectors can also study the variations in mint marks and understand how minting practices evolved during the early 20th century. For those interested in restoring or preserving coins, a bad condition 1935 wheat penny offers opportunities for experimentation. While cleaning coins is generally discouraged in the numismatic community, learning proper preservation techniques can help maintain the integrity of a coin without damaging its historical value. Beginners can practice these skills on low-value coins, like the 1935 wheat penny, before applying them to more valuable pieces. When it comes to identifying counterfeit coins, even a bad condition 1935 wheat penny can be educational. Collectors can learn to recognize authentic characteristics, such as the font style, spacing of the inscriptions, and the overall design. Comparing a worn 1935 wheat penny to a known counterfeit can highlight subtle differences, helping collectors develop a critical eye. Next up, the year 1949 was an era of optimism and rebuilding for the United States. The country was transitioning out of the challenges of World War II and into a period of economic growth and prosperity. Coinage from this time reflects a renewed sense of national pride and purpose. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, originally introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was a staple of everyday transactions. By 1949, this iconic coin had been in circulation for 40 years, becoming a familiar and trusted symbol of American resilience and history. The obverse of the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny features the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was revolutionary when it debuted, as it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Surrounding Lincoln's bust are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1949. The reverse showcases 2 wheat ears framing the denomination 1 cent and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, translating to out of many, one. The simplicity and elegance of this design have made it a favorite among collectors and history enthusiasts alike. What sets the 1949 clip plancher wheat penny apart is its fascinating minting error. A clip plancher error occurs during the production process when the metal blanks, planchets, are improperly punched out of the metal sheet. This results in a coin with a missing crescent-shaped or straight-edged section. The size and location of the clip can vary, creating unique and highly sought-after variations. Some clips are subtle, while others are more dramatic, with larger portions of the coin missing. In the case of the 1949 wheat penny, collectors particularly value examples where the clip does not obscure key design elements like Lincoln's portrait or the inscriptions. To truly appreciate the significance of this error, it's important to understand the minting process. Coins are struck from metal sheets using high-pressure dies. Before striking, the sheets are fed into a punching machine to create planchets. If the sheet is misaligned or overlaps with a previously punched area, the resulting planchet will have a clip. This type of error is relatively rare, as quality control measures usually catch such defects before the coins enter circulation. However, when these coins do slip through the cracks, they become prized collectibles. The value of a 1949 clip plancher wheat penny depends on several factors, including the size and location of the clip, the coin's overall condition, and the presence of other errors. In general, minor clips might fetch $20 to $50, while more pronounced examples can command several $100s. Coins that are well preserved or have additional errors such as die cracks or doubled dies are even more valuable. For collectors specializing in error coins, the 1949 clip plancher wheat penny represents a perfect blend of historical significance and manufacturing anomaly. The year 1952 was part of a post-World War II era that saw significant cultural and economic growth in the United States. The Korean War was ongoing, and the American people were looking toward a future of prosperity and innovation. Pennies minted during this period were part of the daily lives of Americans, used in countless transactions, and serving as a reminder of Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which started in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, was a staple of American coinage, and by 1952, it had been in circulation for over 4 decades. Now let's dive into the design features of the 1952 wheat penny. The obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design by Victor David Brenner. This iconic image of Lincoln was groundbreaking when it first appeared in 1909, as it was the first time a U.S. coin depicted a real historical figure. Surrounding Lincoln's portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1952 to the right. On the reverse, you'll find 2 stylized wheat ears framing the denomination 1 cent, and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, which means out of many one. The reverse design, simple yet elegant, symbolizes unity and abundance. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1952 brown shade wheat penny is its coloration. While most wheat pennies were minted with a bronze composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, environmental factors such as oxidation, heat, and exposure to chemicals can alter a coin's appearance over time. The result is a wide range of shades, from reddish-brown to deep chocolate tones, with the brown shade being particularly appealing to many collectors. This natural patina gives each coin a unique character, turning a simple penny into a miniature work of art. In terms of mintage, the 1952 wheat penny was struck in large quantities across 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 186 million coins. The Denver Mint struck approximately 746 million, and the San Francisco Mint contributed about 137 million. Combined, this makes the 1952 wheat penny one of the more common dates in the series. However, condition and rarity still play a significant role in determining a coin's value, especially for those with unique features like the brown shade patina. When it comes to market value, the 1952 brown shade wheat penny's worth depends heavily on its condition, coloration, and any unique characteristics. Coins in average circulated condition typically sell for a few cents to $1. However, those in higher grades, such as MS-65 or above, can fetch significantly more, sometimes reaching $15 to $50 or even higher for coins with particularly attractive toning or exceptional eye appeal. Collectors place a premium on well-preserved examples with minimal wear, sharp details, and original luster. Next up, the year 1925 was part of a period of great change and growth in the United States. The country was in the midst of the Roaring Twenties, an era marked by economic prosperity, cultural shifts, and technological advancements. Jazz music was taking the nation by storm. Women had recently gained the right to vote, and the automobile industry was booming. Amidst this backdrop of progress, the humble wheat penny continued to serve as a daily reminder of Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy and the values he stood for. By 1925, the Lincoln wheat penny had been in circulation for 16 years, having debuted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Now, let's move on to the design features of the 1925 wheat penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln. This was a groundbreaking design choice at the time, as it marked the first appearance of a real historical figure on a U.S. coin. Surrounding Lincoln's portrait are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1925 to the right. The reverse of the coin showcases two stylized wheat ears flanking the denomination 1 cent. And the Latin motto "E pluribus unum," which translates to "out of many, one." The simplicity and elegance of this design have made it a timeless classic, cherished by collectors for over a century. One of the key aspects that make the 1925 wheat penny in fine condition stand out is its state of preservation. Coins in fine condition show moderate wear, but retain all major details of the design. Lincoln's portrait, for example, remains clear and well-defined, while the wheat ears on the reverse are still easily recognizable. This level of preservation adds to the coin's appeal, especially when compared to heavily worn examples that have lost much of their original detail. In terms of mintage, the 1925 wheat penny was produced in large quantities across 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint, which struck coins without a mint mark, produced a staggering 139,949,000 pennies that year. The Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark, produced 22,580,000 coins, while the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, struck 26,380,000. Despite these high mintage numbers, finding a 1925 wheat penny in fine condition or better can still be a challenge, as many coins from this era were heavily circulated and subjected to the wear and tear of everyday use. When it comes to market value, the 1925 wheat penny's worth varies depending on its condition and mint mark. In fine condition, a 1925 penny from the Philadelphia Mint typically sells for around $50 to $1. Coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints, being scarcer, command higher prices, ranging from $1.50 to $3 or more. Uncirculated examples in pristine condition can fetch significantly higher prices, often exceeding $50, especially for coins with exceptional eye, appeal, or rare varieties. Next up, the year 1924 was a significant period in American history. The United States was experiencing the aftermath of World War I and the economic prosperity of the Roaring Twenties. This era saw advancements in technology, culture, and industrialization, while prohibition laws shaped the social landscape. Calvin Coolidge was serving as president, promoting a laissez-faire approach to governance and fostering economic growth. Amid this dynamic backdrop, the 1924 wheat penny was minted, a humble yet enduring symbol of American resilience and progress. Now let's examine the design features of the 1924 wheat penny. The obverse, or front side, features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design, introduced in 1909, commemorated the centennial of Lincoln's birth and marked the first time a U.S. rebel coin featured a real historical figure. Above Lincoln's head is the inscription, "In God We Trust," while Liberty is positioned to his left and the date 1924 to his right. The reverse side showcases 2 stylized wheat ears flanking the denomination 1 cent and the Latin motto "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one." This timeless design remained unchanged throughout the wheat penny's production, making it a cherished staple of American coinage. What sets the 1924 brown shade wheat penny apart is its distinctive color and patina. Over time, the copper composition of the coin naturally oxidizes, creating a rich brown tone that adds character and uniqueness. This brown shade is highly valued by collectors, as it reflects the coin's age and authenticity while preserving its intricate details. Coins with a consistent and attractive brown patina are particularly sought after, as they exhibit both aesthetic appeal and historical significance. In terms of mintage, the 1924 wheat penny was produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 7,578,000 coins, the Denver Mint produced 2,520,000, and the San Francisco Mint minted 11,696,000. The significantly lower mintage numbers from the Denver and San Francisco mints make these variations scarcer and more desirable among collectors. While the Philadelphia issue is more common, high-grade examples are still highly valued.